Don't talk to the law. Yeah, they think I'm tripping, they listen. They know our every move, yeah, they want us all in prison. That's why I can't sleep at night until they get in. I'm on another mission.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dobbs is throwing. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Over!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
No. Check. Patriot! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Dobbs. Forced out to his left. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking left side of he's got a man. That's Kramer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Dobbs. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He gets it left side to Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They opt to go for it, and they get it. First and goal after a pickup of 5. Mayfield on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there from 10 yards out. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 79 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, first and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Christian Kirksey coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Dobbs. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Oh, look at this play call. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? They stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. Here's Bell, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Completes this to Cataway over on the right side. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. He will push his way down to about the 14. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. Being chased out left. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. They give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, and they'll try to run the option left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He's going to get the football. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Patriot! Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
1st down, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mayfield steps away to his left. Now he'll try. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll get it up the middle, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs.